But the last 2 days, dude, the worst. Whew, the worst.
Yeah, just pain. It was pain everywhere.
Speaking of pain, Xavien Howard was pained when he dropped that pick six.
Oh man.
Xavien Howard yesterday speaking in the locker room after Dolphins practice says, "You're not going to see X do that again."
Yeah.
What happened there?
No, man. You ain't gonna see that again. I'm definitely gonna make up for that. Them special easy interceptions like that, man. You gotta take advantage of that.
Is that something?
And it would have been a change of play. It would have been a momentum change when I ended up making a play. I also would have scored a touchdown.
Is that something that you were eyeing? Because it seemed like early on they were really trying to get those quick hitting passes.
Yeah.
So that's something that was in the back of your mind, like you can kind of jump on those.
Yeah, the defense was in. It's forced them to make the short throws like that. I seen it and went, and my hands. I don't know what happened to them. So I got to make up for that.
I can literally say, no idea what X sounded like.
Really? He's not a man of many words, but you can tell this genuinely bothered him.
Oh, of course. You don't miss bunnies. You can't miss the bunnies in life.
He is Mr. Turnover. He is NFTF, knows for the football. And this genuinely, I can feel Xavien Howard. I picture him sleeping at night, waking up, just thinking, how did I drop that?
They would say on ESPN, they served it up on a platform.
They did, dude. That's
right. You don't get. There's no easier interception than that.
We've seen Xavien Howard have some crazy turnovers before, and
that's the easiest one.
And he just got gifted. I think he was maybe it was shock. I don't know, but he definitely sounds like he's got revenge on his mind. So that's a good thing. He's going to be licking his chops.
I'm wondering
challenge. Obviously, he's got Stephon Diggs on the other side. It's going to be a tough matchup. But I like the fact that he's going into this with I gotta make up for that right away.
So check this out. So this weekend will be a test run versus what I can do on Monday.
Okay.
Because I gotta go to birthday party for Mima, and then we gotta take her to the airport. She's going to Canada. So
you taking her to Dave and Buster's?
No.
Oh, I thought she likes arcades.
Mima? We spend half of the time explaining her how to play. Doesn't that person ruin the fun at the arcade?
Definitely.
That person.
Definitely.
Play the game you know how to play.
Kind of shook by this person calling in, Marcos.
Man, that's why when you were focusing on me, the arcade, I was like, who? Why is this?
Hey, 790, you're on the air.
Hi, good morning. I'm one of those idiot Bills fans who lives in South Florida.
So you didn't fly in, though, but you live here.
I fly back and forth, but I live here.
But
I'm going to tell you that the Bills are going to beat the Dolphins.
No, it ends this week. It ends this week. You're going to be that trash talk.
Bills fans. I've been a Bills fan since birth. I even used to live in Dallas, Texas, and they couldn't convert me either. So,
wow. What's your name?
It's gonna Carol Ann.
Carol Ann, I just want to say I appreciate you calling in, and I'm very sorry how sad you're going to be after Sunday.
It's true.
No, but you know what? I'm going to give you something. The Bills fans don't get sad. The Dolphins fans do, but the Bills fans are fans no matter what happens.
Dolphins fans don't get sad. They get straight out miserable. Yeah, right? It's like the end of the world.
The stadium.
Yeah.
The Bills fans don't leave the stadium. The Dolphins fans leave.
I mean, Carolyn,
we stay till the end.
Carolyn, your fan base jumps through flaming tables.
It's true, Carolyn. It's true.
Well, that's the young crowd. I don't jump.
I bet you your fan base don't blow up cars outside in the parking lot.
Yeah. All right, take care, Carolyn. Thanks for calling.
We don't. But okay, thank you for taking the call. You guys rock.
All right, see you.
Hey,
she didn't fly, but did you see that flight that was just all Bills fans that came down here
already?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Listen, if you're gonna take a road trip, you're gonna go to Miami.
You know what? Here, let's be clear. Every team has that away game where they fly a lot of their corporate sponsors and stuff like that. So it'll probably be a lot of times it's Miami, right? But if you go to say Vegas, they'll use that as I've seen times where the Browns took off and then a plane filled with corporate people and fans took off behind us. So like, yeah, they do it in Miami, Vegas. Sometimes they do it in LA. Usually when it's cold up north and they have an away trip where it's to a warmer climate, it happens a lot. So I don't know if the Bills do that with a divisional game, but there'll be a lot of Browns people down here for Browns Dolphins. Last time it was a lot of people.
I'm curious to see it because, like, I was there weren't as many Patriot fans that first week. I don't know if they were rats off a ship on the team already, but the Dolphins, the Dolphins have been touting that this is they got a wait list for season tickets. It's the first time that's happened in a while for them. So I do feel like you have, while this has definitely been a building where a lot of road fans will enjoy, but in fairness to the Dolphins fan, like the Dolphins travel well. There's like MetLife takeover and Baltimore. There's a lot, the Dolphins.
So do the Heat. The Heat travel well too. The Heat is ridiculous.
Yeah. So I am curious to see like what does that Bills fan continue to look like, but I think it's going to be a pretty hostile environment going into this week. I really do. I think it's going to be.
It should. You know what? Loud. It should be because the stakes are high.
Absolutely.
That's what you want.
That's what you want.
Nobody wants Buffalo to be 6-10 and the Dolphins to be 6-10 and play the last game of the season. You don't want that.
The only thing that's a big concern right now, because Xavien Howard, he was back practicing limited yesterday, but he had that groin injury that kept him out. I think Wednesday was more of a rest day.
I was limited practice for the last 5 years of my career. Relax.
But Teron Armstead with that toe, he didn't practice again yesterday. Now, they may just be having him in bubble wrap. I don't know. Like maybe big fella's just got to be out there. Deal. And he's a gamer.
Here's the deal. Okay. This is what he does. He doesn't play a full schedule.
He doesn't.
And so instead of trying to squeeze games out of him, I'd rather you be cautious and maybe get 5, 6, 7 game stretch out of him. You see what I'm saying? Versus having a nagging injury every week. So that's fine. I get it. Now it's going to be a tough week now.
Yeah, because you already don't have. You're already playing Greg Little out there, who did a nice job. And
he did.
He did do a good job in place of Austin Jackson. But
you
Armstead.
Think I can look at this?
Look at what?
Take it off and look at it.
No, don't do that, dude.
It's day 2, Leroy.
Terrible idea.
Huh?
Stop being a child.
It doesn't hurt. Idea. It doesn't hurt, so I'm curious now.
Don't
take the wrap off.
Take the wrap off.
No, I want to see it.
That's a That's a cast.
Let's do it on Twitch.
I don't want to see it.
It's a half a cast.
I don't want to see it, dude. I want you to just protect your body, for God's sakes.
I am protecting my body. That's why I got this.
You got a sponge bath yesterday.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't, dude. That wasn't a sponge bath. I was borderline assaulted. I felt violated. I'm like, hey. Like.
But yeah, that is gonna be an interesting one to watch with Armstead because you don't practice Wednesday, Thursday. That's usually not a great sign, right?
But we know what he is.
No, he does. You're right. He never plays the full season
in the weeks that he plays, and then he's gonna miss some weeks. And I don't have a problem with him missing now because you want to be able to have him when it's needed. You see what I mean? So I think they're being careful with that.
For the Bills, Micah Hyde, he's out with he didn't practice. Jordan Phillips, he's not practicing right now. And then Gabe Davis has been limited. He missed last week.
Yep.
And Ed Oliver also limited, so he may.
But guess what? Well. Stephon Diggs is working pretty good.
Yep, he is.
Goodness.
I can't wait for this game, dude. I'm so excited.
Really? You think, well, I mean, think about it. You want to have to deal with Jordan Phillips? You know what's amazing about him? He bats 70 balls a game because he's a giant.
Yeah. But hopefully he's not playing,
I would say this.
Hopefully that Sammy's not a go.
What do you want to see this week? Just all fairness. I know you want your team to win, right? But realistically, what do you want to see?
I want to see him win. I mean, like, what do you mean? I mean, I want to see them win. I want to see. I honestly feel like this is not going to set up for a very defensive game. I feel like with the injuries that are out there,
there's
I
going to
feel
be
like
a
there's
shootout.
Gonna be, I feel like there's going to be scoring. And the thing that scared me is I was like, I don't know what is this team going to look like and what is Tua going to look like needing to have quick drives. And I think that was the most encouraging thing out of the comeback was, oh, they can score in a hurry. Like if they get if there is a spot where they get down 10 early, you don't have to necessarily sweat it. Where I feel like last year or the year before, they would be
double-digit lead doing dink and dunks wasn't going to get it.
Wasn't going to get you done. So I want to see the Dolphins. Like obviously you don't want to see them go down 3 scores, but I think that if this could be a case where if they do go down a touchdown, they could go blow for blow with them. That's kind of what I want to continue to see because I do feel like this is going to be a high-scoring affair with the injuries, being a little bit more banged up, and just the idea of like, I just don't think they're stopping those 2 receivers on each side, like Tyreek and Stephon Diggs. Like, good luck.
Right. I think that this is a game, and I hate the phrase a litmus test, but sometimes during the course of the year, you need to see something that shows you that the work you've been doing is going to help you compete with all these elite teams. And so I think from the psyche of the team and where the team has been the last few years and how these games have normally gone, if McDaniel can come in there and have a sound game plan and give these guys hope that, hey, we're on the right track and this is awesome. And we may not have won this game, but I can see it coming together. Then I think that's going to carry them a lot further than just saying, I want them to win or they lost.
Well, and the other thing too is you get this win early. And I know that, teams are different year to year, but there's a lot of teams. There's a lot of those guys in the locker room who were here last year. If they're able to go beat the Bills, something Flores never did, it does feel a little bit different, like new guard, new like there's a
You've done something different.
You've done something different.
Well, they did something different last week too. Because
they did.
How many years back you have to go to even think that was possible?
Oh, listen, Marino. It was. It definitely was. But I think that almost to a point where like if you ride that momentum and then you do something that you haven't done, like you're just like, oh wow. Like I think you just continue to buy into times have really changed.
We're kind of on the same page there that you like what they're doing, but you want to see, them still build confidence, with the different levels of football they play.
Even though the Bills are a better team than the Bengals, at least right now, that's what it looks like. That's a tough challenge. Like then you got to go out 4 days later on the road to Cincinnati. So you don't want the momentum of this great start to just, fade away real quick. Like,
and the Dolphins in the past have had a habit of not only like losing these games, but making you forget about what happened the first 2 weeks. Because they just look so bad. So
but I'm not in moral victory land. Like I hear a lot of Dolphin fans.
No, I'm not. No, me either.
I don't want to hang with them. I don't want to see it. I want them to go.
I want to see him compete. I want to see him compete. I want to see him have a chance to win. That means that you can hang with any of these teams. If it's a blowout and you never had a chance, I don't want to see that. We've seen that book before. We want to see something different. We want to see going into the fourth quarter, right? That the Dolphins are still in this game with a chance to win, or they have a lead. And I think that with the talent that they have, they can do that.
We'll take a quick break.